Hey guys and gals, it's your boy JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft, and welcome to the Lone Wolf Bushcraft After Dark. I'm your host JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft. Just want to wish a happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Um, yep, in some parts of the world, Father's Day is already kicked in. Um, when I wake up tomorrow, me and my little family are going to go celebrate Father's Day. So I'm a proud dad of a college graduate who's been working for almost a year. And I'm so proud of her. She's super awesome. My daughter's awesome. And uh, it's really cool. I mean, I played a pivotal role while she was growing up. But there were some other people that, my wife's played a big role in my daughter's life. My one of my wife's aunts has played a big role. And and lots of uncles and aunts have played big roles in my daughter's life. So, yeah, I'm going to put something in the chat here. Do. So, yeah, welcome to welcome to my live stream. I'm going to at least put this in the chat here. Let me do it here. I gotta put it in the chat here. Oops. All right. Hey Raquel, welcome. Thank you for the happy Father's Day. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thanks for the happy Father's Day. Daddy Lone Wolf is doing good. JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft, aka Daddy Lone Wolf is doing good. Tomorrow morning, I'll be celebrating Father's Day with my little family. Before I talk about Father's Day and the role the fathers have for their children, I'm going to talk a little bit about my dad as well. But I wanted to show off some souvenirs. The first part of this live stream, I want to show off some souvenirs. So I want to show off some souvenirs I picked up from Mexico. Now, these were souvenirs I picked up. Now, my most recent 2021 trip, one was Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and the other one was Sayulita, Mexico. And I'm drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade. I also got some Coca-Cola Zero on hand. And then I also got some carbonated mineral water as well. So yeah, my most recent trips were from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico and Sayulita, Mexico. And you can find those travel vlogs in my Mexico travel playlist. And also on the Mexico travel playlist, you'll see all my other trips that I've taken to Mexico. I've been to Cancun, Mexico. I've been to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And I've been to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And when I was in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, which was a few years back, I'm going to show you. Here's one of the art pieces I picked up in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And like I said, if you want to see those videos, they're in my playlist called Mexico Travels. So here's one art piece I picked up. So it's really cool. These little things close. And I believe I picked this one up in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. So it's really cool. And then another artwork that I also picked up in Playa del Carmen, Mexico was this artwork here. And this is fishbone. So this is made of fishbone here. Yep. So yeah, this bad boy is made of fishbone. And I believe I also picked this up at Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Now this is a ceramic one that I also believe I picked up in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And this one I think is made of volcanic rock. This was a volcanic one. So it's pretty cool. And I also picked it up at Playa del Carmen, Mexico too. When you put a candle in it, it lights up. This candle's way too big for it, but yeah, anyways, when you put a candle inside it, it lights it up. And I got my candles lit, by the way. So those are my candles. But yeah, I picked this one also up in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. It's pretty cool. And I like that you can set a candle in here and then it lights up this whole thing, which is cool. And then I picked this up in Playa del Carmen, Mexico as well. And once again, the material that's made out of this is fishbone. So they carved fishbone out of this here. So, and I believe I picked this one up also in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. So, yeah, pretty cool piece of artwork. And last but not least, and once again, this is carved out of fishbone. And I also picked this up in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. That's pretty cool. I thought this one was cute, though. Shows a couple drinking. This artwork is cool. Hey, what's up, Brett? How's it going? Thanks, Raquel. They're really cool pieces of artwork that I picked up in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. What's up, brother Brett? Yep. So those are extent of my souvenirs I'd picked up, at least from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. So yeah, the other part I wanted to talk about was the roles dad play in their kids' lives. And I read a little bit about. Um, I've read the benefits of what people gain when they have a dad, uh, or when they grow up with a dad in their life, and yeah, it's pretty significant the roles dad play in their kids' lives. So, um, yeah, my dad played a pretty big role in my life while I was growing up, and my mom also played a very big role in my life while I was growing up as well. Um, it's so important, it's nice if you can have both parents, raising their kid. So, um, in my case, both my parents didn't want to be. When my parents got married, I think my dad was 23, and I think my mom was. I think my mom might have been 20. So, hey, what's up, Halfwit? Or Halfwit, what's up? Um, so my parents were really young when they got married. My dad had to ask my mom 3 times before she said yes. And of course she said yes. And what they decided is they didn't want to be old grandparents. So they had kids right away when they got married. And I before my dad, or when my dad married my mom, he was in the Air Force. But before that, he had been in the Marine Corps. And oh my God, my dad went in the Marine Corps at age 17. He was the youngest of 6 kids. Basically, his mom helped raise the 6 kids by herself. And so that profoundly affected my dad, growing up in a household of 6 kids, and he was the baby. And then he got his mom to sign off on him to go into the United States Marine Corps at age 17. So I really wonder what was happening in my dad's household to make him want to leave the house at age 17. My dad hung out with an older crowd. So he had a lot of older friends that were older that were going in the Marine Corps. And then my dad served his time in Vietnam while I was in the Marine Corps. And then after serving his time in the Marine Corps and also serving his time in Vietnam, my dad tried civilian life for a year, didn't like it, and then went into the Air Force. And then that's when my parents met, when my dad was stationed in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado. And like I said, being the baby of 6 kids profoundly affected my dad when his mom raised six kids by herself. And so my dad, while we were growing up, my dad really went out of his way to spend time with me and my brother. And both my parents were really good at, my mom was really good, even though she was raising 2 sons. She gave birth to 2 sons. I was 2 years older than my brother. And my mom made sure she made lots of time for each one of us individually. My dad did the same thing. My dad made sure he cut out a lot of time. He carved out a lot of time.
Hello.
What's happening?
Not much.
Let me pick out my favorite layout here. Dude. How's it going, Brett?
Going okay.
Yeah, let me pick out the layout here.
I'm drinking sparkling cider.
All right. That's a cool thing to drink.
Kia gave us it for free.
Oh, cool.
You can take a bottle for free.
Sparkling cider's cool. I'm drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade, but I also got on
This
hand.
is lingonberry apple cider. Yeah.
Yeah, I also got my Coca-Cola Zero in hand. I got a regular bottle of water, and then I also have some carbonated flavor mineral water as well.
Oh,
and
okay.
I got my candles going too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was telling the audience a little bit about my dad's background and how he was the baby of 6 kids, and then how he went to how he went into the Marine Corps at age 17.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that his mom raised 6 kids by herself, and he purposely, once he had his own kids, he had me and my brother, and he decided he was going to spend quite a lot of time with us, because I guess he didn't get to spend a lot of time with his dad. So that profoundly affected my dad, and the fact that he went into the Marine Corps at age 17,
Yeah.
So he must have really wanted to get away from his own household to want to do that. So, but he also hung out with a lot of his friends were older and were going in the Marine Corps. So, but what memories do you have of your dad while you were growing up?
Well, Well, of course, my dad's still alive. He's 71,
Oh,
and
my
then
dad. Yeah, my dad is 74.
he I don't know. I just remember like going. We went camping. We would go like fishing sometimes. We would well, what else were we doing? Like, I don't know. I remember going to crap. I remember going. Well, I didn't really shoot anything when I went, but I went hunting with him like sometimes and walk along, and then because I might still know how to do it. He taught me how to like skin a bird.
Oh, cool.
You know how you cut the pelt off, and then you peel it off
Mm-hmm.
because he hunted pheasant when I was younger, probably from when I was like in June. Oh, how long was it? Probably I don't know. I was pretty young, probably like 11 or 12, and then probably till I was like 20, 21 or something,
Mm-hmm.
22. He hunted pheasant, but,
Oh,
but the
cool.
problem is it's hard on your body. You have to do a lot of walking,
That's cool.
and then I always remember camping with him. I remember going to like Billy, it's called Lake Billy Chinook. It's in like Central Oregon, and it's probably about I think it's from like where Portland, Oregon is probably about a three hour drive from Portland. It's about a 2 hour drive from like Hood River. Hood River's like an hour from Portland, and it's in like Central Oregon. And then it's a cool campground. And what you have to do is you got to go Madras, Oregon, and then drive and literally like drive down this long like 2-lane road that goes down, winds down this like hill, and then you like this, or like winds down for probably a good like 4 or 5 miles, and then you're down in like a canyon, and then the lake literally is like, you can look it up on the internet. It's called Lake Bushnook, and there's a like when you go down in the lake is like there's like rock walls on each side of the lake. So
Oh,
it's like really down there. It's probably about 60, 70 foot rock walls on each side of the lake.
oh, wow.
And then it's I don't remember how big it is, but it's pretty big. And then there's the like the Deschutes River. There's like 3 rivers that go into it. And then you can actually go up the part of the rivers even. But then after a while it gets too narrow. If you're in a boat, if you're in like a standard size like whatever it is, like standard size like ski boat, which is like a 19 and a half foot. It's like the average size standard size ski boat.
Wow.
Like probably the average size one. And then I remember going. My dad had a boat at the time, and I remember going there like 3 years in a row with that 90, 92, 93, and 94.
Yeah,
It was
see,
going down.
I was born in Texas, and my parents stayed 1 year in Texas, and then a few years later, my brother was born in
Mhm.
Colorado when my
Yeah.
dad was stationed in Colorado. And so I grew up a little bit in Colorado, and then he took us camping like 30 or 40 different times in Colorado. The neat thing about Colorado is you'd set up your campsite, right? But
Mhm.
there would be no one around us for like a 5 mile radius, man. I mean, I call it real camping because,
Mhm. Yeah, that's like real camping. The camp,
right, right.
when we went on Billy Chinook, it was like a camp resort.
Mm-hmm,
So there was like there was like sites you go and you can either get RV or tent sites.
mm-hmm.
You set it up, but still was fairly rural because it was out in the middle of the freaking sticks.
Right,
Even the campground was out in the middle of nowhere because you could
right.
you could literally go like 2 miles from the freaking campground and you're like no one's
Right.
around.
Yeah, when I camp in Brown County, it's not like that. I can see across. It's like I'm kind of looking across the street, and I see other campsites. So
Cool with that campground too. I remember riding
yeah,
bikes back then
yeah,
because
yeah.
there was a bunch of bike trails down there. But normally people that lake normally have some sort of boat.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's like a little, 12-foot fishing boat or something. Normally they have a boat to go down there because that's what the lake is like. Like it's probably still the same today. Like I remember going back down there, and you had to get to get the good beach spot. There was like a nice beach to get the good beach spot. And you had to get up at like when it was like in the summer, like this time now, you had to get up at like probably 7 in the morning, and then grab your shit, and then took you probably about 5-10 minutes to get down there. Then you had to go down there and get your spot, and then remember, then like you have your boat moored. You have your boat moored like probably about a half a mile away. You have to drive your boat out where it's moored, then out around, and then into the beach. Remember that, because then my uncle went with us 2 years, and then my best friend and his family went 1 year, and then my best friend's dad and his came 1 year and stayed for like a couple nights, and then and then my best friend's aunt and uncle, and then their 2 kids came, and I remember they had wave runners back then. So they bring their 2. They had like a Yamaha wave runner, and they had a Polaris wave runner, and they bring those. And I remember my uncle, the first 2 years we were down there, he didn't have a boat, so he and then the last time we went down there, he bought a boat, and then surprisingly he still has it. It's like 27 years old, and he still got it.
So,
and he takes good care of it. He keeps a cover on it all the time, and then like he's still in nice shape.
So Brett, what kind of role do you think dads play in their kids' lives?
They teach you right from wrong. They teach you like how to do stuff. Like I learned how from my dad how to like on a lot of stuff, like how to change oil in a car, how to like check a battery to see if it, like in your car, to see if it's like bad. You know what I mean? Like test the battery, how to recharge a battery, how to check how to check all your fluids in your car, how to change an air filter. What was telling me how to do.
Oh, that's cool. Hey,
hey, Daddy, what's up? Hello, Brett. What's up, everyone? It's freezing where I am at the moment. Just been to a movie. Ooh, it's cold.
Yeah, and it's probably early there too, right?
No, it's nearly 3 p.m. in the afternoon now, so.
Oh, yeah, he's 15 hours ahead of us. For me,
it's almost. It is what time? It is 3. It is.
I'm going to watch the horror movie called The Quiet Place.
It's 2:53 here in the morning.
It's 1.
Yeah, I was thinking. I looked at my phone and went, "Gee, that must be bedtime for you, Daddy." Oh, you can hear the wind in the background now.
So Adrian, what role did your dad play in your life?
My dad? Oh, I don't live with my dad. I not really much. He paid the child support, and that's pretty much it.
Oh wow.
That's about it, guys.
So did you ever get a stepdad? No. Just lived like with I just live with my mum pretty much, and yeah, I've had my uncles and all that here, and like they've been like you could call them like dads and stuff like that. So did your pops ever get to come and visit you?
Like my dad, I used to see my dad a bit when I was young, but not a lot. No, I just got rid of him when I was about my mid-teens. I just didn't like him anymore. Yeah, that was it. That was pretty much my. Yeah, just got sick of him. He was good. He was a nice guy, but.
Right.
Am I interested in seeing him again? Or ever? Yeah.
Yeah. So Adrian, if you ever became a dad, what role do you think you'd play in their lives if you became a dad?
What role? Oh, well, I'd be there to always look after them, wouldn't I, and everything, and everything, help them out, and yeah, all that. Yeah, you always want to be there for your children, wouldn't you? That's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Like right from wrong, how to do stuff. How to be a man, responsibility.
It's all up in the air now.
he taught
I don't
me like a lot of
I like
stuff.
that.
He taught me how to like, like.
Jeans on there.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really
I,
a super good skill, but he taught me how to grill on the barbecue.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah,
He taught me how to do some mechanic stuff. Taught me how to
Hey.
repair some stuff.
I tell you, Adrian, when I became a dad, I
Taught me how to paint.
put on a brave face, and
Yeah,
I was a good
you had to,
actor.
didn't you?
I put on a brave
Oh,
face, and I
wow.
was a good actor. I mean, me and my wife, we started a family on purpose, but I
Oh, that's
still,
good. Yeah, of course.
but
Yeah, of course.
oh my
Oh, I
God,
gotta go this way.
it was funny how my wife let me know, or we waited 5 years before we started our family, and
Oh wow, that's
yeah,
that's not, yeah,
well, I knew once I started a family,
that's not a long time.
well, I knew I once I started a family, I'd have to share my wife with whoever we're raising, right? So,
Yes, of
so,
course. Yeah.
so we go down to Cancun, Mexico, right? And we decide to start a family before we go on vacation in Mexico. And when we
Oh
come
wow,
back,
yeah.
and when we come back from this vacation, I tell my wife, "Oh, I jokingly, I said, you probably shouldn't drink anything. You're probably pregnant, right?" And a day later, I get this card that says, she goes, "Hey, there's something on the message, on the answering machine for you." So I walked in there, and there was the message wasn't blinking, but there was a card on a pillow that said honey. So I opened the card, and when I'm opening the card, I don't pay attention to what's on the front of the card. And I guess what was on the front of a card was a bun in the oven. And when I opened this card, it says, "Congratulations, you're going to be a dad in 9 months." And
Wow.
man, did I put on a brave face, and mainly because I knew me and my wife were going to mold another human being. That's why I put on a brave face.
Oh, of course.
So,
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's
So,
that's a heavy
when
responsibility.
you make a family, you got to be ready. You got to be ready for it, don't you? That's for sure. You got to be ready to to do it, don't you? That's pretty much simple facts, isn't it, of life, isn't
Right.
it?
But you know what? You get used to
Hi,
being
Simply Aqua, Sean.
after you
Still in the chat.
after you get busy
Deborah
after you get busy raising your kid. It's amazing how you get used to becoming a parent, though. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Old, isn't it?
And then it's funny how both parents start calling each other mom and dad instead of their names. Like they used to call each other by their name.
Yeah. That's what parents do. They're just so used to it, aren't they? Especially if they raise a lot of just even one kid. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I don't know that.
Right. Well,
you see that often, don't you?
We only had one, but it's funny how all of a sudden we became just mom and dad now, or mom and dad.
Our Father's Day is not till September, and then when I heard this, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I went, "That's right." I was on YouTube last year, and I remember them all celebrating Father's Day around this time, June. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, it was about this time last year. I remember on YouTube people were talking about Father's Day in June. I went, "Huh? It's not till September." And okay, maybe it's different. That's what I was.
Father's Day in June.
Yeah,
I think in the Philippines.
That's cool. It's celebrated in September. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, of course. Mother's Day's here in May. Yeah,
9 or something in the morning. He usually wakes up at like 7:38 in the morning.
That's pretty cool. They celebrate it on a different month. That's cool.
Yeah, I know. So it's pretty much all around the world is the same month. Except, we just celebrate a different month. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, there's this one guy. There's this one guy I follow on YouTube. His name is Nothing Fancy, and
Fancy,
yeah, his dad was a Air Force pilot, and then of course,
nice.
And what happened is his parents broke up, but his dad was still doing the Air Force pilot thing, and so he was bouncing forth between two homes while he was growing up.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So did a video 10 years old if you want to teach my kids how to. Yeah, you're in New Zealand
that's
half.
cool.
We don't. You're in New Zealand halfway, aren't you? I remember. Gotta keep remembering who's
Oh
who.
wow.
That's the thing. There's so many people you got to remember on YouTube where they live and all that. Like,
Yeah, when I was
yeah.
in New Zealand, I was in kindergarten. My dad was stationed
Oh,
in the Air
wow.
Force in New Zealand. That's wild.
Nice.
I grew up a military brat.
Mm.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
nice. You
Yeah,
grew up in military. Nice. Yeah.
Way before I was
Yep.
born.
But the cool thing about the Nut and Fancy dude, he likes pointing out, even though his parents broke up, both his mother and father still played major roles in his life. But it was weird. I guess the mom's, as far as money, was more like lower middle class, and then the dad's family was kind of upper middle class because he was a high-ranking Air Force pilot. And
wow. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
So he got to see the extreme of two different worlds while he was growing up. And then I guess his dad took him camping a lot. My dad took me camping a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always say it's sad when parents have, especially with this with this COVID we've had. Some parents haven't been together for like even a year or two, have they? Like they've been working somewhere else, and then so like they haven't been together for a long time, have they? Some families, have they? It's been quite sad you hear about,
But I love that Nut and Fancy points out that he knows. On his channel, Philosophy Channel, he encourages guys to be really good dads and moms to be really good moms.
Oh,
and
nice.
And even though he came from a broken home, he still tells people, especially now that those people are becoming adults, he tells these young adults that no matter whether you come from a broken home or not, it's still important if you become dads or moms yourself to try and do the best you can and get it right. And it's really cool. It's
you're always learning as a parent, aren't you? Like you're always learning day by day, aren't you?
Well, my dad was the baby of 6 kids, and his dad left the mom to raise 6 kids. So my dad would try to spend extra time with us because he was family perfect. He was really, it affected him a lot because he was the baby of 6 kids with a mom raising 6 kids by herself. So he decided when he became a dad, he was going to spend a lot of time with his kids, and he did. He spent a lot of time with me and my brother.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it's wild that affected him so much, and he went in the Marine Corps at age 17. So.
Oh, that's good.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so and then you hear, it's such a crazy world. Some parents stay together, some off working, doing this and that, see each other for months and years. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, my parents divorced when I was graduating high school, but I felt So I felt like I had already become a young adult. I mean, I still didn't like seeing them split up, but.
I know. Yeah.
But I think I think it worked out for them because and what's weird is they still wanted good things for each other even though they were split. So.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But I felt sorry for my brother because he still had 2 years of high school left when my parents split.
Yeah.
But I was pretty much grown when it happened, but I still didn't like it, even though I was grown. But
that was just a day like that in high school where I associated with my dad a bit, but then it got to a stage in my middle time of high school, and I went, I don't know, I just don't really like him anymore. I don't really want to see him or talk to him anymore. Or it just it's just like a split decision. It was just like, I think. I even remember it that day. He was driving me to school one day in high school. And I was going, this doesn't seem right. And I don't really. Yeah, it was a bit like that. Yeah, and then just like that was it.
Right.
Never had contact with him ever again. I don't think there was any contact after that drive. It was like that. Isn't it? It feels like that. I can't. Yeah. What I remember right. That was like how long ago? That's like nearly 20 years ago or something. But it feels like that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. My situation is a little different. I pretty much grew up with my dad, so even when my parents split,
Okay.
I mean, they didn't split until I was graduating high school. So by then, I'd spent a lot of time with my dad. And what's cool is I didn't choose sides when they did split. I'm like, hey, you guys got together before you had kids. And if you're going to break this bad boy up afterwards, that's up to you guys. So, but I still felt bad for my parents because they had both invested 20 years in each other. So,
of course, it's a long time, but
yeah. I told my daughter,
everywhere, doesn't it?
yeah, I told my daughter marriage is a scary thing because I'll be celebrating my 30th wedding anniversary next February.
Wow,
oh my God! But Adrian, here's the scary thing: at any point, either party can walk up to the other one and say, "I'm done." And by then, you may have invested a lot of years in a person. You know what I mean? So that's crazy.
That's right. I think if you're together for a short period and all that, it's still sad, everyone. But when you've been like 20, 30, 40, up. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I was just doing a quick stream while I was having some lunch before my movie. I went to the movies after that. Yeah, it was like a horror movie anyway. But yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just did a quick live stream for like 25 minutes, just watching people see me eating fried rice and pork and some fried wonton for lunch. Yeah, Deborah was there and a few other people as well. Yeah. Came by and said hello.
I'm doing good, Mommy Deborah. Hey, I love the fact that Brett, that was so cool. The how you put all the videos together, Brett. That was really cool.
Yeah, well,
I gotta watch the second one later. Yeah, I'll watch that tonight.
Nothing to do with the making of the video.
Yeah.
Anyone that's here, guys, don't forget I've got a premiere in about 6 hours, guys, just under 6 hours. Yeah. So if anyone's in the chat that's still available to watch, you'll be you guys will be sleeping, right?
No, I'll be up. No one will be sleeping.
Yeah. I'll probably be sleeping. Yeah. I like but I like Brett's
I actually finally edited my own sort of video for once. Got some music in it. I did a video where I've actually did some editing for once. Like I've usually always just done videos. Yeah, but I finally got into like just do a bit of editing. It's not the greatest editing, but it's just something simple. Yeah. To start off with, and if I get into it more, then I'll probably pay for this program that I was told by. And get into it more and edit. Editing seems, as I said, editing sounds so
Deborah was
time consuming. Yeah,
Deborah was very grateful for all the birthday wishes. You could tell she was grateful.
Yeah, she did. She did a good live stream last night, and then her phone froze. It was like, oh no.
Oh yeah,
it's like we went for like over a net. You came up, everything was fine, but then when it was like. There was only like me, Brett, Son Ferena, and her on the panel, and everything just went. Whoop.
I liked how you rolled with it. You go, I'll just keep singing until it doesn't let me on.
You were still there, yeah.
I thought that was cool. I just said,
well, wait. But then Brett started, and then I got tired. I was on his Brett panel for a little while. Then I just got tired. I was just so cold and just had
Well, then I switched
had to go off.
Then I switched on to Brett's, and you could hear Brett while he's starting his live go, wait a minute, I think Deborah just started another live.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which he did for just a short time. Yeah, that was hilarious.
I went straight to it to see what was going on.
Yeah, she was live for like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah, Brett got confused. He's like, why is she starting another live?
What's going on here? What's going on here?
She's trying to arrive when her phone's froze.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's why we kept getting confused. We could see her, and I was like, what? What's happening?
I'm like, she's still screaming when her phone's frozen. It was just a bit.
Usually pins freeze. Usually don't you freeze if pins freeze on your phone or computer or I don't know. I think you're meant to freeze, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I think she started that second live to apologize to everyone for the last live she left. That was pretty funny.
I know, that was funny.
Brett was cool with it because he figured everyone would eventually come to his live. So that was a good call on Brett.
Probably about 15 people on my live on average or something.
Yeah, Brett Brett knew people were going to get it and come to his live.
And then also
Yeah,
they we ended up getting a decent amount of donations for Deborah. To put her PayPal.
Yeah, I know, that's right. Go for it.
There's like probably 5 people or 6 people that donated to her.
I use PayPal. I just give people super chats. I don't really do PayPal, really.
Yeah, PayPal's
I
better.
don't have it.
They only take 1%.
Right. I think
Yeah, they do. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they benefit better if they have a PayPal than they do from the other one. Or and they get more of it too, right, Brett?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It only takes 1% PayPal.
Yeah, see.
Oh,
so
1%. Wow. Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, so it's
How
probably
people make
better
their
if they
money.
can set up a PayPal.
You know how
Yeah,
people make
yeah.
their money? Companies pay to use PayPal as a payment method. So PayPal is used by on a lot of websites, and then so they make money off of people using their thing to pay with. And PayPal worth like millions and millions of dollars. The company.
Yeah, I've still yet to set up a PayPal.
I know hard to do. It takes like 5 minutes.
But I feel weird asking people for money though. So
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I know. That's why my super chats are never that high because it's no use because I take too much.
You know,
I'd tell them 99 cents off it.
To post your PayPal
no use.
on your about of your channel or just put in the description of your videos or something, and you don't have to say you have a PayPal.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, there's this one
there.
Yeah, there's this one guy. He runs a. He calls his PayPal if someone wants to buy him a beer, then just hit his PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. Yeah, I love that this guy says that. Yeah.
I like that one.
He says if you want to buy me a beer, just throw something in my PayPal. Is what this guy's.
Just throw it on the PayPal and we'll be all good. You know?
And then every once in a while you see him light a stogie and enjoy. He said, "This drink's because you guys shot me some PayPal stuff."
You know what actually stogie means? It means a cheap, crappy cigar.
Yep.
It means like the crappy cigars.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like if you go to the cigar shop and you get like one of the cheap ones, it's a stogie. That's why I know that I've been knowing that since I was a kid because my best friend's dad, when I visited my best friend when he was younger, his dad would be like, I'm gonna go. Sometimes he'd have like a couple friends over and they go, we're gonna light up some stogies, and then he'd bust out the shitty cigars.
You know the guy that played Apollo Creed, he was acting with Arnold Schwarzenegger on a movie.
Carl Withers.
And
oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, he's acting on one of the, I think it was one of the Alien movies, and Predator. It was one of the Predator movies.
Predator, the first Predator.
And I guess
died, like halfway through the movie or something.
Right, and I guess he didn't smoke at all. And Arnold offered him a cigar. Right, he's like, "No, I don't smoke." Finally, Arnold talked him into enjoying a cigar. It was hilarious, and now he's stuck. He loves his cigars. So
I don't know. Probably like in his 70s.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Probably around the same age as
Stallone.
Stallone.
Man, Stallone still stays in good shape, even though he's an older.
Do you see him do that? Do you see him do that?
Does, yeah.
That thing. It's like what you do. You get down in like a push-up position. Like I can't explain it, but you get down in a push-up position where you're on the ground, but then you rest your body on two 45-pound weights. You put on like a bench press, and then what you do is you come up and you have to butterfly them. You come up off the ground in a butterfly and go like this, and it's hard to do. No, Mo doesn't know what it is. No. Do it. Try to do it, Lone Wolf. Get weights and try to do it. Try to do it. No, I'm not joking around. What he does is he looks like he's gonna. It's hard to explain.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but it's not funny what he does. It's like serious because he's on the ground like wide. His arms are wide, but what it is between. He has his arms on the flat weight. You know, he put on like onto bench press. He has his arm in the hole on the top. He has weights. The other end of the weight hitting the ground, and he goes like this. He's on the ground like this, and he has to stand up and butterfly the 45-pound weights off the ground.
Wow.
Yeah,
And he did it. He was
that's
like
how,
running.
that's how he keeps himself.
You can watch him do it.
Yeah.
You can watch him do it. And he's like 75 years old. The freaking guy.
Do you see what?
Damn.
Do you see what?
Wow.
Do you guys see what my hat says?
I can't see it well enough.
Bubba gum shrimp.
Bubba gum.
Shrimp.
Bubba gum.
Mama-
Bubba gum.
My mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
But
That's right.
you have to can't share videos. I'll show you the video of Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's amazing.
Mama
It's
always,
a view.
Mama always had a way of explaining how things go. I sure miss Mama. Me and Jenny, we go together like 2 peas and carrots. I love Mama.
I love that. I love that movie. Forrest Gump's so funny.
Forrest, promise me if you ever get in trouble, just run, Forrest. Just run. I will, Jenny.
3:15.
Don't worry, Jenny. I'll run if I see any trouble. Ooh, are you taking the bus, Adrian?
Yeah, I'm just going to a pub. Yeah, I'm meant to be watching the game 2 of our basketball series of the grand final for my basketball team coming up. Hopefully, it's on at this pub that I'm going to. So,
that's cool.
At this shopping centre. So hopefully, yeah,
that's
should be on. But yeah, it's already started. But it's game 2. It's best of 5 games. But we lost game 1 just. So hopefully, we win today, or we'll be 2-0 down, and then suddenly you'll be. That's the worst. That's the thing with basketball. At least it's always like you've got a chance. That's the thing. And in a lot of other sports, you've got to win it straight up, or you're out, or you lose. Yeah, not out, you lose. Out or lose. Yeah,
that's cool.
But in basketball, it's like NBA. You got the best of 7. It's like doesn't matter if you lose. Best of 7, you can lose the first 2, can't you? Really, and still be in it, can't you? So yeah,
that's
good.
Cool. And I think last stream you were at a football game.
Hello, Raquel. Hola, Raquel. What's up,
That's
Raquel?
cool.
Happy Sunday. Yeah, I was at footy last Sunday. Last Sunday night I was at the footy. That's right, yeah.
Yep, see, Daddy Lone Wolf remembers.
Hola. Daddy Lone Wolf remembers. Yeah, Daddy's seeing. Daddy's watching, guys. Watch out.
He's always watching.
Daddy. Woo.
In one of the chats, I put Happy Father's Day, God. I wish God a Happy Father's Day.
That is the best I've heard of. That is the best.
Now he asked for quite a lot for his son to do. There was this comedian that said God was in heaven with Jesus, and he said, Jesus, I need a favor. And you said, what you want me to do? He said, I want you to go down there and lay your life down for everybody. And he was like, what? you want me to what? So he does it. And then after he goes through all the hell, he tries to ask Jesus to do a second return. And then Jesus looks at God and says, didn't you remember how they treated me last time? He's like, come on, Dad. And he's not been.
You crack me up. You crack me up, Daddy.
And he's not been back. And he's not been back since because of how he was treated the first time.
That is a crack up.
Oh, my favorite is this girl that does a thing on TikTok. She plays a role of an alien, also a human being, and the human being says they've been waiting for Jesus to return, right? And this alien says, well, Jesus comes to our planet twice a year. And this human gets upset like twice a year. What do you mean twice a year? She goes, oh, yeah. When he shows up, we give him our most prized chocolates. He goes, what did you do what did you do to him last time you saw him? And the human goes like this. Because the human didn't want to tell the alien what the human race did to Jesus last time Jesus was on Earth.
Don't tell that. Don't tell those aliens.
Yeah,
Get rid of.
Yeah.
But yes, FU big gamer. Oh, we got a gamer in the house.
Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Deborah loves you. That's very nice. 7 months, very nice, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Very nice.
7 months today.
Ooh. Crazy.
But
hello. Who is that? Quick hello. Hey, hey, RS. How are you?
Hi, RS.
Hey, RS.
Hello.
But I love it that Jesus visits this alien planet twice a year because they give him his favorite chocolates.
That's funny.
I love it.
That's funny.
I love it. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think God has to have a sense of humor. He's got to, man. There's all kinds of wild creatures. Like, look at the platypus.
Oh, it's wild.
There's
wild people out. There's wild people out there. That's the problem.
The platypus.
It's not just wild creatures.
Right. Well, the platypus looks like someone slapped a beaver and a duck together when you look at the platypus.
Yeah.
There's some wild-looking creatures out there, even in the deep ocean.
Wild creatures.
And also, but there are also some wild human beings as well. So.
Oh, it sure is. That's for sure.
But that makes life more interesting, doesn't it?
Of course it does.
Yeah, life is way more interesting. I think as human beings, we get bored easily, so there's got to be a variety in life. Because we tend to get bored easily, or at least I get bored easily. But yeah, for all the dads that may view this live afterwards, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And yeah, if you still have a dad alive and kicking like I do, I called my dad today and I wished him a happy Father's Day. Yeah, he's 74 years old. So cheers to my dad. Happy Father's Day.
Cheers to all the cool people.
Oh, thanks for stopping by, RS. I appreciate it, man. Oh, yeah. Drive safely, RS. So, yeah, I want you to be safe, RS. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. All the good dads, anyway.
Well, you know what? It's funny you should say that. I mean, my dad was a pretty good dad.
Yeah, my dad was a good dad.
But for the dads that aren't, what's neat is there's still hope. They can always turn it around.
Well, some dads never turn it around.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't make it long enough to turn around.
See, I'm a believer in second chances, third chances, fourth chances.
Sure. That's right.
Yeah, at least until they get it right.
Definitely true there. You're definitely right there, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, man. Well, check this out, man. It's tough enough being a dad when you're not when you're healthy. So I can't imagine the dads trying to be dads when they're not healthy. So you definitely got to be healthy being a dad because it's a serious role, man, for sure. And it's not an easy role because you're molding another human being. I mean, even moms feel that pressure as well when moms are raising or forming a human being. So.
Of course. Everyone feels some sort of pressure. Yeah.
Everybody feels the pressure of raising, because you want to raise a decent human being. You don't want to raise a heathen. So, but I'm a heathen not because of my parents. That's of my own doing. My parents have nothing to do with me being a heathen. So cheers to my parents. They did a good job, and I'm a heathen all by myself.
Back in one.
Yep.
Second.
So, yeah, my parents did it. I think they did the best job they could. My parents did.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is when I became a parent myself, it helped me understand them more. That it really is a scary thing being a parent, because you know all the craziness your kids may run into. And it's very, very scary prospect when you're raising a kid. So I'm sure all the parents watching this probably agree with that. You know all the crazy stuff your kids can run into, so you worry for them. Hell, my mom passed away last July. But before she passed away last July, we used to make each other laugh so hard after having lunch or dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I loved making my mom laugh because she sacrificed a lot.
I'm not a father.
Yeah.
Deborah.
Yep. Well, in some ways you are. Don't she have kids?
Yeah, but I'm not
You're
a father of a kid.
I know, but you're kind of like a stepdad. If you were to ever get married, yeah.
I've never talked to her kid.
Right. Does she have older kids?
She has one 18-year-old.
Oh, okay. So that's
she
pretty.
Was like 23, 22, 22.
So yeah, that's pretty much a grown person there.
Mm-hmm.
But what's neat, you can still, like, if you guys were to ever get married, you could still, make yourself available if they needed advice or something, you know, which is cool, you know.
Yeah.
Man, that'll be something if you guys ever got married. That would be wild.
Yeah.
That would be wild. Then I could pick, Brett's married brain then if he gets married to Deborah. Like I said, I'll be celebrating my 30th next February. But what I find and I've told my daughter this, I find marriage so scary because at any time, any person can just walk up and say they're done. That's what I find scary, especially if you've been with someone a long time. The longer you've been or the longer you stay with someone, I think it gets even more scarier because you then have invested all this time, and it would be so scary if they just walk up and say, I'm good. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets scarier. The longer you stay with someone, it gets. But I mean, there's some good aspects of it too, man. I mean, but it can get scarier the longer you are with somebody because then you realize you've invested a lot of time.
I'm here to watch the basketball. We're up by 10 at quarter time. Missed the first quarter, but that's all right. We're up by 10, so that's good.
So your team's up by 10. That's good.
So far, yeah, that was a good start. Yeah, that's all right.
To watch the basketball, yeah.
Deborah said, just kidding, my love, Brett. And then she wished me a happy Father's Day. Thanks, Deb. And then Deb said she was just teasing you, Brett.
She said that to me today on my quick live. She goes, Happy Father's Day, Adrian.
Yeah.
You said it to me as well. It's funny.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think Adrian would make a hilarious dad. I think
a silly dad.
I think you would make your kids laugh, Adrian.
Oh, quite often, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The choice is when do you want to have kids? That's the thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, there is one age where I don't think I would ever want to foster or get.
I made a joke on Hong Kong Explore, not on her live stream, but on her video on Facebook.
I don't think I'd want.
And I said, I'll have a kid when I get to 90. I said, I made a joke saying to her, I'm going to have a kid when I'm 90 in Hong Kong.
I don't want to have a kid when I'm 70 years old.
Yeah,
guys can get a woman pregnant at 70 years old. That blows me away.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
But
I think if you can do it,
your kid will never know.
If you can do it by about 50 or 60, it's still a pretty good effort.
You can have 1 foot in the grave and still get your woman pregnant.
That just broke that. That I do think that's too old to have a kid. 70 years old, I think.
Well, I think even like 60 is too old to have a kid.
Yeah, I know, that's right. Yeah.
I heard them chase them off. Wow, that's funny.
What's this thing, mate? Name I want.
Roman candles chase them off. Look out.
Oh, that's pretty.
I love it.
That's pretty normal, isn't it?
I like that story halfwit. I mean, my wife was totally honest about the birds and the bees with my daughter. And but I like what she told my daughter. She's like, hey, even though we're giving you all this knowledge, you cannot then go share it with your friends because that's up to their parents when they want to break that news to their kids. So I like that my wife told my daughter that. We got to leave it to the parents to do when they think it's because each kid, I think, matures differently than other kids.
Of course I do. We all mature in all different ways, don't we?
Yeah. And each parent knows their kid usually pretty well, when's the right time to introduce stuff to them. So, but I always say let them be a kid as long as they possibly can because that's such a short window, man. I didn't realize how.
Right.
Oh my God, I did not realize how good I had it when I was a kid, or even when I was a young teenager. I had it so good, I just didn't realize it. It wasn't until actually I became a young adult and got a job and moved out of my parents' place that I went, oh my God, what was I doing? I had it so easy when I was at home.
Yeah, you had it so easy, but then then when you move out and got to do everything yourself, it's like, whoa, what happened there?
Says an hour later they were in the neighbor's driveway, so I went out with they never came back. I love it. Halfwit is so cool.
Next Friday night.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think a lot of people experience that when they move out of their parents' place and when they realize how expensive everything is. Like, damn, it's expensive out here.
Yeah, cool. Damn, why did I
Oh, my mom used to say if it was up to my dad, we would have never grew up, which that's really scary to think that he was thinking that way. He never wanted us to grow up. Oh, man, when I would go play basketball, Adrian, my dad would stand in the front yard and try to make me feel guilty before I played basketball. He'd go, well, JR, I'm going to be here all night. And I'd sit there for about 5 minutes, and I'd say, okay, bye. Yeah. So, yeah, I really do think he wished we didn't grow up, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're also playing.
We all have to grow up someday.
Oh yeah, man.
Throwing a football with my dad, throwing the baseball. I played baseball for like 3 years when I was a kid.
Oh.
He would throw the baseball with me too.
Oh,
he was actually one of the coaches on some of my teams. My team when I was 9, he was my coach of my team. He coached my brother too. He coached my brother in 2 years in little league softball. They use like a woman's size softball when you're in little league softball, and they got all these hardball players. They were on the all-star team. These little kids, they were like 10 years old at the time. They were 10, 11 years old. We got all these kids that were all-stars in the baseball league, and then so they put a softball team together in the same league, and they won state one year. And they were awesome. The kids were all-star baseball players, and they were like, "This is so easy. It's underhand, slow pitch softball. They're lobbing it in there like 20 miles an hour."
Hey, Hard Gasper.
Like doubles and home runs.
What's happened, baby sister, Hard Gasper?
With the kid, he eventually graduated high school. Was very talky.
Hey, Talon, how's it going, Talon?
Hi, it's his heart.
Oh, she
But
was.
yeah,
She just heart
I
gets
was a
for
bad
now,
boy.
wasn't she?
When I
Hey,
was teen,
Well,
when
you
I was
call
like
that a lot
7
anymore,
and 8
just
years old,
heart.
I was a
I
bad
don't
boy.
know.
hey, Adrian.
That's good.
My mom used to say the only difference between men and boys are the price of their toys.
The size of their talons.
That's really
Yeah,
true,
size
though.
of
That's
it.
really true.
Now salute.
Talons.
Now make sure you salute.
The
But
size
you
of their
know,
toys.
I think gals like that about dudes because sometimes we make our women laugh. So I think they like
Mhm.
that they like the fact that some dudes are young at heart, and I think that's why a gal sometimes hangs out or stays with a guy for a long time because that guy makes her laugh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what you have to do, don't you? That's
Yeah,
why, yeah, of course.
and I think they know there's a almost like a oh, I mean, us guys, we can be serious when we need to be, but I think there's a part of us that don't want to grow up, and I think women like that part as well. I think they like a mix of both, a serious and a
Mhm.
guy that they can go run around and have a good time with. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
I think-
yeah, I would say so. But yeah, some
yeah.
still got to be nice. You got to still be nice to your woman. That's for sure.
Oh, heck yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you know what? I forget my woman has a really good sense of humor. I'll forget that sometimes. And when she makes me laugh really hard, then I realize she has a really good sense of humor. But occasionally I'll forget she's really fun. She can be really funny when she wants to be. She can be
Mhm.
hilarious. But I do think they like that
Yeah.
in guys. They like a mixture of both a serious guy, a guy who
Mhm.
can, throw on a suit if he needs to go to an elegant event, and also,
Have you ever heard that saying? If women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
oh, there you go. Oh, I'd rather.
Yeah, I know, bro.
It was from a comedy sketch,
Right.
sketch show called The Ray Green
I-
Show. He was a
Yeah.
Canadian. He was a Canadian, and like the whole concept of the show was they're a Canadian. He had a lodge, and you have his like goofy nephew on. It wasn't really his nephew, like his goofy
Yeah.
nephew was kind of a nerd that wore glasses, and he would wear like a flannel shirt with suspenders and a hat, and he had a
Mhm.
big like beard. And then he would come on. And it was like Moose Lodge, and then what they called
Or-
it something. And then he would do like funny, goofy shit on that show.
or if you're not
Red
handy,
Green Show. Watch
or
it.
if you're not handy, you have a lot of dough, and you can
Yeah,
pay
but
for things to get
that's
fixed.
what it is. What if it's really handy, like you can fix stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a handy dude at all, man. I mean, I can swing a hammer, but brother Jay, I'm more like a Jewish.
I'm kind of
I'm
handy.
not Jewish, but I'm not Jewish, but I'm like a Jewish husband that calls for estimates. So I'm keeping
I'm
it
kinda
real here.
handy. I know how to
Yeah.
drill and like use a lawnmower and
Yeah, I can do that. All the basic stuff.
I can like use a saw a little bit.
Yeah, I know how to use a saw. But
I can-
I'm not gonna pretend I'm Mr. Fixer Upper either.
No,
I'll be calling for estimates. Like if it's a plumbing thing, I call a plumber. If it's if it's some woodwork that I really want put up, then I'm calling a carpenter.
yeah.
But
My dad's pretty handy. He can fix all kinds of stuff.
yeah. I mean, I wish I was, because you can save yourself a lot of money if you are super handy.
My dad, if you want to do, you could like go. Well, we need a new deck in our backyard. We could tear it out and build a new one.
There you go.
It's raining.
But in my case, I call for estimates.
Is it raining?
You're right. Sorry.
Is it raining, Adrian?
Well, it's not raining at the moment. It's died down. It rained a fair bit last night and this morning, but yeah, it's just been drizzling, a little bit of rain today. Yeah, here where I am. Yeah.
Down the rains in Africa.
Is God pissing down on you? Those are people who say it's God. It's God.
We scored. We finally scored this quarter. Yeah.
Oh, in the movie, what's it, Josie Wales? He says to the bad general in the movie Josie Wales,
Mhm.
"Don't tell me it's raining when you're pissing down on my back."
Oh,
Yeah, those
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's one of can't think of his name now. Clint Eastwood's movie. or Clint Eastwood lines.
Yeah. Oh man,
Oh,
sometimes he
that's
doesn't
scary.
even have. He's got in all of his movies. If you notice,
Mhm.
he in sometimes in really important scenes, he doesn't even have to say anything at all. All he has to do, takes the brim of his hat and just looks up at the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
good look
squints,
there,
maybe,
Daddy.
maybe squints his eyes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He'll look at the camera all of a sudden. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I pretty much like all of Clint Eastwood's movies. They're pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, they're good movies, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
Clint
they're cool.
Eastwood's a good actor, yeah.
Well,
Clint
now
Eastwood's a good
doesn't
actor.
really act anymore. He's old.
I love your look of your hat there right
He's
now,
90 years old,
Daddy.
man.
It looks so good look there, Daddy.
Yep.
Keep it like that, Daddy. That one too.
I love how I can change it. I can change it
Yeah, I
to
know,
this.
No, Clint Eastwood's
Those
91.
hats.
He's 91.
91 now, yeah.
He's pretty tall. He's 6'4".
I love how I can make it look like an Australian hat.
Shoestring fries.
Here we go. Here we go. It's Clint Eastwood turned 91 like a month
Daddy,
ago.
come back, Daddy. Where are you, Daddy? So what was that? He's 91, isn't he?
Yeah, and it says that's
Yeah,
Clint
he's
Eastwood
sweet.
turned 91. Here's a list of his 5 must-watch movies from of the Hollywood star, and it says Outlaw Josie Wales, one of his must-watch movies. The Bridges of Madison County, $1 Million Baby, A
Oh,
Perfect
wow.
World,
Baby, yeah.
and where's the other
Heard
one?
that
And then I
before.
gotta click and find more. Oh Jesus!
All right.
Oh, Unforgiven, The Bridges of Madison County, $1 Million Baby, Perfect World, and Outlaw Josie Wales.
That one.
Yeah.
Portuguese bonus spot.
I guess I got 10% battery life. Dun 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 dun.
Is that why?
They were in. Oh, whoops! I read that one already. Heart Gasper's so sweet. She's a sweetheart.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I know. She's a good. Yeah, she's a good. Yeah, she does good lives there. Yeah, she's got to work
good.
at the same time. That's the problem. Working. It's like a lot of these. Filipinos with their work. They've got to work and live at the same time. Yeah, it gets hard, but yeah, best they can do, isn't it?
It feels like the first time. Feels like the very first time.
Sin it, Daddy.
All I can say is when I'm wrestling that alligator, you gotta watch your tail going like this. You just gotta grab him and jump on top of him. Sometimes you need 2 other guys to help you out.
Hey, Daddy!
I knew Adrian would appreciate that since I'm not really a bushman.
The Bushman's in the house.
When you're out in the desert, it can
The
get really
Bushman,
cold
the
at night.
Bushman, the Bushman's in the house.
So you got to know how to start a fire when it's really cold at night in the bush. Oh, hey, Adrian, I don't know if you saw this earlier, but I was showing off some of my souvenirs from Mexico that I've gotten.
No, I missed it. I saw Raquel was in the chat and all that, and then my movie finished about, I think it'd already gone about 20 minutes, and I'd come up. Yeah.
Yeah, these are made out of fish bone.
Oh, wow, nice. Yeah.
Check these out. They're made out of fish bone. Is that cool?
Fishbone, wow.
Yeah.
Son of all.
Isn't that cool?
China oil.
Now,
Whatever other oil there.
Now this one's made out of like some kind of lava rock. Yeah.
Skulls.
Some kind of lava. And you can put a candle in there and it lights it up. So it's pretty cool. And then this one's a ceramic one.
Oh, nice. Yes, I like those.
Yeah.
I like your ceramic stuff. Yeah, they're quite well done there, Daddy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, anyways,
Shoots.
I'm gonna wish all the dads a happy Father's Day out there. Thank you guys for
All
co-hosting
good.
with Brother Lone Wolf. I appreciate it.
All
And
good, Daddy. It was good fun, isn't it?
the only reason I'm wrapping it up because I don't want it to kick me off because I got like 10% battery life here.
Oh, you're nearly done. Yeah. It's all good, Daddy.
So I'm gonna be smart and say my goodbyes before I
It has
get
to be
kicked
like
off.
7,
Here.
8, or 9% now.
Maybe I'll go live while I'm watching the sport, guys. So
Oh, there you go.
I'm always live sitting somewhere, aren't I? I'll see
But-
who else is on, but yeah,
But I appreciate you both chilling out with me here on my live stream. I appreciate it.
it's good fun. Yeah, it's good fun. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. But
Later,
yeah,
guys. Halfway.
Yeah,
Later,
bye,
later,
bye,
everyone in the
Adrian.
chat.
yeah.
See you later, Brett. See you
Bye,
later,
bye,
Lone Wolf.
Wolf.
See you around.
Peace.
Bye, everybody in the chat.
Take
Right,
care.
peace.
I am
Cheers,
out.
Peace out.
mates.
Take care, guys.
Good day.
See you later on. Peace. Peace,
Cheers.
Daddy.
Cheers, mate. Thanks again, Brett, and thanks again, Adrian, for co-hosting with me. I appreciate it. And a happy Father's Day to my dad out there. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you so very much. And thanks for being there for me while I was growing up and also when I was a young adult. And thanks for still being me. My dad's 74 years old, and he's still there for me. My mom passed away last July. So rest in peace, Mom. Love you so much. According to the scriptures, we shall see each other again in the next life. So that'll be cool. That'll rock if that happens. That's cool. Anyways, love you so much, Dad. Happy Father's Day. And thank you to my daughter, my daughter and wife, who's going to, tomorrow morning and into the afternoon, we're going to be celebrating Father's Day. And they're going to let me pick any place I want to go eat. More than likely, I'll probably pick BJ's Brew House. They got ribs, hamburgers, and pizza. I got all kinds of brews there too at BJ's Brew House here in Indiana. So more than likely, I'll probably do that. I'll probably order some food to carry out, and then I'll probably bring it here. Or who knows? Maybe if the weather's nice, maybe we'll go eat outside at BJ's Brew House. That may be a thing we can do as well. But I think the weather is going to be like in the 90s, so I may not want to do that. I may just order and carry out and stay inside and stay in the cool. But anyways, for all of you that still got dads that are still around, like in my case, my dad's 74, and I hollered at him yesterday. I hollered at him today and wished him a happy Father's Day. So, yes, if you have dads that are still around and you still have a good relationship with your dad, please wish him a very happy Father's Day. And, thanks for tuning in. And for those of you who end up rewatching this live stream, thank you so much. If you do like the content you see here on the Lone Wolf Bushcraft YouTube channel, please give me a like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. This is JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft, signing off. And I'll talk to you guys and gals later. Later, Gators. Peace. Take care, everybody. Cheers. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Cheers. Later, Gators. Peace. Have a good day. Later.